reactions that I get from a lot of people is when I tell someone, yeah, I've lost weight. They're like, oh, how much? I'm like, oh, about 130 pounds. People are shocked. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if there's some kind of preconceived notion that somebody that used to be bigger looks a certain way. I don't know. Yeah, so today I just kind of want to talk about my weight loss journey. So as I mentioned, I have lost 130 pounds. It has taken me 5 years to lose it, and I'm still on my journey and I still have more weight that I want to lose. But I'm definitely really proud of where I'm at now, and I definitely don't want to go back to where I used to be. So why did I want to lose weight? I think I kind of hit on this in my first Weight Loss Wednesday video, but I'll kind of go into it a little bit more. When I was 21, I found out I was 300 pounds, and that was a weight that I said I would never get to, and it just kind of happened so quickly. I just was feeling very unhappy about it. When I would go out with my friends, I just always felt like I was the fattest person in the room. And yeah, I didn't have very good self-esteem, and everything just seemed to snowball from there. And I just found myself just constantly just eating to feel better, but then I would feel worse, but then I would keep eating and I could not stop. So I decided I had to do something. I needed to lose weight. I knew that I would be planning my wedding soon, and I didn't want to look back on the day and feel sad looking at pictures. Because I think when I look at old pictures of myself, I can definitely see fake smiles. I can see that I wasn't as happy. I wasn't myself. So I started going to the gym about 5 days a week. I was pretty dedicated. I mostly just started with cardio. I wasn't doing weights or anything. I just kind of did about an hour of cardio, and I would switch it up. Sometimes I would walk on the treadmill. Sometimes I would try new things. I liked the Arc Trainer. I did do that. As far as my diet, I just reduced calories and portion sizes. I wasn't very consistent with it, and I know a lot on the weekends I would just kind of
have lots of cheat meals.
It was easier to lose weight in the beginning because I was so heavy, but that's pretty much the method that I had. In the first year, I lost about 70 pounds. So the rate could have been quicker, but I attribute it to the fact that I wasn't very good with my diet. I was consistently going to the gym, but it's true what they say, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. The next year, I told myself I'm gonna try harder this year. And I knew that getting closer to my goal weight would require me to be a little bit more strict. So then the next 30 pounds, I just worked at it. I continued with my diet and continued going to the gym. I did start adding more weights in, and I think that definitely helped me feel a little bit better. And it broke up some of the monotony of going to the gym, just to have like a different change of pace of different things to do. So then once I hit 100 pounds lost, I just found myself getting bored. I wanted something different. So I stumbled across the keto subreddit on Reddit and learned about the diet and figured I'm gonna try it out. And for those that don't know what keto is, it's basically low carb, high fat. So you reduce carbs to about 20 and below a day. So it seemed like a challenge, but I love a good challenge. So I was determined to make it work, and I actually ended up loving it. Yes, I saw quick weight loss and it is motivating, but more importantly, I just felt better. So I continued going to the gym, but now dieting was a little bit more important, especially with eating keto. I invested in a food scale. And for anybody that is trying to lose weight, I would highly recommend getting a food scale, because I did a little experiment. And if you portion out 2 tablespoons, which is a serving of peanut butter, and about 190 calories and 16 grams of fat, I am a walking MyFitnessPal dictionary. It's pretty sad. But anyways, if you measure out 2 tablespoons and you put it in like a measuring spoon, but then you actually weigh out the equivalent, which is usually 33 grams. I think the container I have says 33 grams. There's a huge difference, because if you're eyeballing something, you could be way off. And when we're talking about something as calorie dense as peanut butter, you could be missing a lot of calories there. So if you're at the end of the week and you're like, why didn't I lose weight this week? Like, I tracked everything. Well, it could be because you're not actually weighing. So highly recommend that. As far as what I do in the gym, I've really switched it up, because I get bored easily. I will say this, I hate the elliptical. You will not find me on an elliptical unless I am being forced to do it for whatever reason. So if you see me on an elliptical, please get help because I should not be there. So right now I am doing a lot of weightlifting. I'm just trying to, I don't want to say tone up. I'm just trying to get a different appearance. It's not quite a body recomposition because I know a lot goes into that. I'm just trying to focus more on lifting and getting my exercise in through that way than just cardio alone. But I don't hate cardio. And I still follow keto. There are times where I'll break it, like over the holidays. I said I wasn't going to break it, but I love myself some Christmas cookies. I think for the most part, how I was able to keep it off is I didn't try to look at it as a race. I just kind of knew I needed to lose weight for many different reasons. And I just kind of stayed focused on that and just kind of told myself, however long it takes me to get there, I'll get there. And another reason is I switch it up. I try not to stick to the same thing because I get burnt out. So if I'm eating one particular type of way, I just feel like I get bored. I get bored of the same foods. I get bored of the same routine. I need to shake it up. You know, one of the biggest pieces of advice that I give to people that, you know, are on a journey to lose a large amount of weight. I mean, any weight loss journey is a feat that should be celebrated, but when you have to lose more than 100 pounds, it can seem pretty daunting and you're not really sure where to begin. Just start. Just start now. Do something, you know, make little changes. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't think that because you found people on Instagram that did it in 6 months or someone on it, you know, someone that you know personally that has done it in a year. It's okay. You don't have to rush it. And, you know, if you end up losing that quickly, great. But don't beat yourself up if you don't, because more often than not, the normal is to take it slow. That's just kind of the quick story of how I personally lost 130 pounds. I still struggle with my weight. I still have to focus on it. And I'd still ideally like to lose about 30 more pounds. But I'm finding that these last 30 pounds are very difficult to come off. So I'm gonna be working at it for a while, but like I suggested, I'm just gonna keep at it, keep focusing on it, and just realize that this is a life commitment for me. This is not just I'm gonna focus on this now and put effort into my weight loss now so that I can go back to eating 20-piece nuggets and 2 McChickens, because I won't lie, that's what I used to eat. So that is it for today's Weight Loss Wednesday. Again, if you like these videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to keep seeing them. Thanks for watching.